So this is my first time in Shenzhen, and this is my first time in Maker Faire as well. So I'm really enjoying it here. You've got a beautiful setup. There's lots of really smart people and lots of people showcasing their own projects. Hi, I'm Matt. I'm a project lead and a robotics engineer at Labman Automation. I also have a YouTube channel, Not Enough Tech, where I focus on automation and tech in general.
We are so glad to have you to share your own making journey with our maker community this year. What keeps you excited about making things after all this year of creating?
Every time I come up with a project, it's a challenge, and I love challenges. They're like puzzles. You look at the pieces that you've got, you look in the pieces that you need to have to complete the puzzle, and at the end of the project, you feel that great sense of satisfaction that it is done and you've achieved something. You've made yourself a better person than you were before you started the project. And that is super rewarding.
So is this your first year to come to Maker Faire Shenzhen?
So this is my first time in Shenzhen, and this is my first time in Maker Faire as well. So I'm really enjoying it here. You've got a beautiful setup. There's lots of really smart people and lots of people showcasing their own projects. And I'm just excited to be here.
Did you see any great projects you like?
So right now, I didn't have that much time to go from stand to stand yet, but I'm definitely in favor of a couple of brands that are already presenting in here. I've seen the stuff from Seed Studio, I've seen the stuff from Stack or Petoy, a couple of different robotics setups. There's some mechanical arms that looks really funky and I would like to give it a go. And I'm sure by the end of the weekend, I'm gonna find a handful of more projects that become my favorites.
This year we have so many like AI hardware projects here in Maker Faire Shenzhen. Have you ever deployed AI into your own projects?
Yes, there's a couple of things I've done. I actually attended the How to Integrate AI into Everything workshop, and at home I've used that to classify some objects by pointing camera outside and trying to figure out if I can receive notifications via text rather than images.
Great. Do you think AI will help your project like become more intelligent or more useful?
It's very wise to know limitations of AI. AI excels at certain things, but it comes also with certain limitations. So when you're using it correctly, it can speed up your project, it can enhance it and help you through multiple tasks. But also it has pitfalls. It can lead you to errors and complicate things. So I think it's just another tool that can be useful if you have a knowledge of how to use it.
Yeah, like nowadays, like more and more makers, they want to commercialize their own projects. Do you think like this is kind of difficult or easy to do that?
I think it takes a special skill set to turn a project into a product. And this is something that you have to be very passionate about and driven, because going from a prototype to a product is a long and challenging road. And not everyone's got the skill and the patience to persevere, iterate, and make a perfect product at the end. So I think both routes are valid. You can stop at your project and in a prototype phase and be happy about it, or you can turn it into a commercial product and share it as a finished design with other people and benefit from that. So I think it more depends on what is your personal skill set and what would you like to achieve with the project you take on.
There are so many young people in our maker community. They are passionate about making things, but sometimes they feel overwhelmed or depressed. Do you have any advice for them?
I think it's very important to start early. The earlier we're going to start being introduced to problems, the better we are to solving the problems. And I've seen kids as young as 4 or 5 year olds taking on a projects and playing with basic electronics or doing a basic visual coding. And I think those skill sets will benefit them greatly as when they grow up, because they're gonna have more options to pursue education and careers. And they might not necessarily end up working in engineering or manufacturing. They can pursue arts or other areas. But I think it's important that young people have options to pursue their dreams.
Like, according to your own making experience, what is your the most challenging problem you have ever faced?
I think the biggest problem was connected to a talk that I had earlier on today, was about feeling good enough. You don't have to be perfect to take on a project. You don't have to complete the project to 100%. The fact that you're trying already makes you better than a person that didn't try it. And I think that's the kind of a thing that I'd like to embrace more when I feel more good enough to do stuff, when I feel adequate to new skills I'm trying to use in my projects. And I think a lot of people can relate to that.
As we know that your speech sharing, the sharing section is about from zero to engineer. So if you have any good idea for someone who know nothing about tech, if they want to build their own projects.
Find a problem. Find a problem, because when you find a problem that you want to solve, you have a passion for solving it. When you have a passion for something, you've got the time, the energy, and the drive to solve it, which is going to lead you on that excellent rabbit hole of learning new things and overcoming the problems, and driving you to the end result. And it's very satisfying, and I think that's the kind of key, just to keep on trying solving problems that are around you. Once you get good at solving problems around you, you can start solving problems for other people.
Thank you so much. Could you use a word to describe Maker Faire Shenzhen?
It's an incredible experience, because you get to exist for a weekend among people that think alike you and they are interested in the same. And literally you can talk to anyone and you will always find the common topics to talk about. And I think this is the best thing about fairs like this, making connections and learning from each other. Hey, this is Mat at Not Enough Tech, and I'm currently at Maker Faire Shenzhen, and I'm enjoying myself greatly.